Let's begin a journey that is not just a vacation, but a quest for proof of faith. We will visit 18 places mentioned in the Bible, places where miracles, battles, and prophecies truly happened. Caesarea Maritima, undeniable evidence. Imagine standing on Israel's Mediterranean coast. In front of you is Caesarea Maritima, a city founded by Herod the Great. Here, one of the most important pieces of evidence for Bible-believing Christians was discovered, a stone block that confirms the existence of Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor who sentenced Jesus. For many years, some thought Pilate was a mythical character, but this discovery proves the story of Jesus' crucifixion happened in a real place and time, connecting the Bible to history in an undeniable way. Caesarea holds even more secrets. Archaeologists believe they have discovered the prison cells where the Apostle Paul was held captive. From this very place, he was sent to Rome to face trial. The Bible describes this moment with the words, "You have appealed to Caesar you will go." This also is where the first non-Jewish person was baptized, as the Apostle Peter learned that all people are valuable to God. 2. Hezekiah's tunnel, an ancient engineering miracle. Now, let's go deep into ancient Jerusalem. You will find one of the most astonishing structures of the ancient world, Hezekiah's tunnel. It's incredible that this tunnel still exists, and water continues to flow through it after 2,700 years. In 701 BCE, when the Assyrians were marching toward the city, King Hezekiah made a bold decision to dig a tunnel to secure the city's water supply. The tunnel was carved by hand from two opposite sides, guided only by the sound of hammers echoing through the rock. An ancient inscription was found inside, documenting the exact moment the two teams met. 3. Megiddo, Armageddon, the ultimate battleground. Now, let's head to northern Israel. Here, you will see a hill known as Har Megiddo, or Armageddon. This was the most contested battleground of the ancient Middle East, where more than 25 buried cities have been found. Har Megiddo is the setting for the final battle mentioned in the Bible. It was the gateway to the most important ancient highway, the Via Maris. Whoever controlled Megiddo controlled the world of that era. 4. Capernaum, the heart of a spiritual revolution. You will find the ruins of Capernaum on the shore of the Sea of Galilee. This city was the epicenter of a spiritual revolution that changed the world. It was Jesus' main home during his ministry. Beneath a modern church, archaeologists discovered a simple first-century house believed to be the home of Peter, one of Jesus' closest disciples. Its walls bore ancient writings with Jesus' name and Christian symbols. Under a later synagogue, the remains of an even older synagogue were found the very place where Jesus taught. 5. The Sea of Galilee, where faith began. This freshwater lake in northern Israel is where Jesus called his first disciples, calmed a storm, and walked on water. For many years, no fishing boats from that era had ever been discovered. That changed. In 1986, an intense drought caused the lake's waters to recede, and two fishermen brothers stumbled upon an ancient boat from the 1st century, precisely the era of Jesus. This discovery confirmed the accuracy of the Bible's accounts. 6. The Pool of Siloam, a healing miracle. Today, in a place in Jerusalem called Siloam, you will find the Pool of Siloam. Here, Jesus performed an incredible miracle. He placed mud on the eyes of a man born blind and told him, "Go wash in the pool of Siloam." When the man washed, he could see for the first time. In 2004, construction workers accidentally discovered ancient stone steps, revealing the monumental pool from Jesus' time, confirming the historical accuracy of the Gospel of John. 7. The walls of Jericho, the shout and the collapse. The ancient city of Jericho is located at a site known today as Tel Es-Elton. This oldest fortified city in the world holds a unique archaeological mystery. Its walls fell outward, not inward, as would be expected in a typical siege. This detail closely matches the biblical account. The Bible tells us that the Israelites marched around the city for 7 days and then shouted, causing the walls to collapse. Archaeologists also found evidence that the city was burned, just as God commanded the Israelites. 8. Sodom and Gomorrah, a warning from fire south of the Dead Sea. You will see a vast desert plain filled with salt and ash. These are believed to be the most sinful cities mentioned in the Bible, Sodom and Gomorrah. According to Scripture, God destroyed them with fire and brimstone. Archaeologists have found evidence of extreme heat and seismic activity in the region. supporting the biblical narrative of a highly violent event. A solitary pillar of salt on a nearby mountain is still known today as Lot's wife. 9. Mount Sinai, where the law was given today. Mount Sinai is in the southern part of the Sinai Peninsula in Egypt, more than 3,000 years ago. This is where Moses received the tablets of the law from God. While there's no definitive evidence of an Israelite camp, inscriptions found in the area show that people could write during the time of the Exodus, providing an important clue that the story may be true. Sure, here is the full text in American English. A journey to the places where miracles exist. Let's begin. A journey that is not just a vacation but a quest for proof of faith. We will visit 18 places mentioned in the Bible, places where miracles, battles, and prophecies truly happened. 10. Babylon, the fall of pride in what is now Iraq. You will find the remnants of Babylon, the most feared city of the ancient world. Here, the legendary Tower of Babel was built. This is also where King Nebuchadnezzar conquered Judah and destroyed the temple in Jerusalem. But God did not forget his people. An artifact known as the Cyrus cylinder confirmed that King Cyrus of Persia allowed the Jews to return home, fulfilling a prophecy. 11. Antioch of Syria, where Christians were born. The ancient city of Antioch of Syria lies beneath Antakya in Turkey today. It was in its streets that followers of Jesus were first called Christians. As the third largest city in the Roman Empire, it was a hub of different cultures, making it the perfect place for the gospel to spread beyond the Jewish community. 12. The island of Patmos. A vision of the end times. Patmos is a small island in the Aegean Sea near Turkey. This is where the Apostle John was exiled and received the most explosive and controversial vision in the Bible, the end of times. Today, you can visit the cave where God is said to have spoken to him. The monastery of St. John the Theologian now stands there, housing ancient books and manuscripts. 13. The Pool of Bethesda. A story of healing today. The Pool of Bethesda is located in the Muslim quarter of Jerusalem. For many years, some doubted its existence because the Bible mentioned a pool with 5 porches, which was unusual. However, in 1888, an architect discovered 2 large rectangular pools side by side with a wall dividing them to form a 5th wall. This confirmed the Bible's description. It was here that Jesus healed a paralyzed man who had been an invalid for 38 years. 14. Mount Ararat. The final resting place on the border between Turkey and Armenia lies the colossal Mount Ararat. According to the Bible, this is where Noah's Ark came to rest after the Great Flood. While scientists have yet to find concrete evidence of the Ark, the mountain stands as a powerful reminder of a story that has endured for thousands of years. 15. Jerusalem, the heart of faith. Listen, people of faith, to the story of Jerusalem, the city chosen by God, where history and belief meet. This is where King David made his capital and his son, King Solomon, built the magnificent temple. Jerusalem has witnessed both glory and tragedy. The city was destroyed by Babylon and its people were sent into exile. Yet they returned and rebuilt it, carrying a hope for the future. In the New Testament, Jerusalem was the setting for the most pivotal events. Jesus taught in the temple and healed the sick at the pool of Bethesda and the pool of Siloam. But most importantly, this is where he was crucified and where the great resurrection occurred. 16. Tel Aviv, a modern city connecting to a sacred past. Tel Aviv, a bustling and modern city in Israel, isn't mentioned directly in the Bible. However, its existence plays a crucial role in helping us visualize and connect with biblical events. Tel Aviv's location on the Mediterranean coast, just about 30 miles north of Caesarea Maritima, creates a special link between the modern world and the world of Jesus and the apostles. In nearby Caesarea Maritima, important historical evidence was found: a stone inscription bearing the name of Pontius Pilate proved the existence of the Roman governor who sentenced Jesus. It was also where the Apostle Paul was imprisoned before his journey to Rome to appeal to Caesar. This geographical proximity helps us realize that the stories in the Bible aren't myths, but part of a real history, with specific places and actual people. 17. Siloam, where the blind found sight. Siloam is an ancient area within Jerusalem, a place of immense biblical importance. It was here that one of Jesus' most amazing miracles took place. The Bible tells us that Jesus made mud with his saliva, placed it on the eyes of a man born blind, and then instructed him to wash in the pool of Siloam. The man obeyed, and when he did, he could see for the very first time. This event wasn't just a physical healing, it was a profound lesson in faith and obedience. For many centuries, the exact location of the pool of Siloam was a matter of speculation. However, in 2004, an unexpected discovery changed everything. While repairing a water pipe, workers uncovered ancient stone steps, the very entrance to the pool of Siloam from Jesus' time. This finding proved that the biblical account wasn't just a legend, but a real event that occurred at an identifiable place. 18. Judea. The Roman province where Jesus walked to Judea was a Roman province that served as the backdrop for some of the most crucial events in the New Testament. It was here that Jesus was born, lived, and ultimately died and was resurrected. The land of Judea, with its hills, deserts, and bustling cities like Jerusalem, was the stage for a spiritual revolution. The Roman Empire's control over Judea created a complex political and religious environment. It was within this context that Jesus began his ministry, challenging both Roman authority and the religious leaders of the time. The province's Roman rule is a key part of the biblical narrative, as it was a Roman governor, Pontius Pilate, who made the final decision on Jesus' crucifixion. These sites are not just ancient ruins, they are tangible evidence that the events in the Bible truly happened in real time and space, connecting history to faith. Every stone, wall, and artifact found tells a story. When you stand before these places, you are not just a tourist, but a witness to a story that has traveled through centuries to reach you. Is there any specific location you'd like to explore in more detail?